So I don't have a. I used to think that most Black women were somewhat like me, and then when you live and you realize they're not, and people talk crazy, and people, it's not that Black men aren't looking for Black women. I don't think Black women aren't generally Black men's first choice. But if you try and it's not working,
Pause.
then I'm not gonna be like, nah, you have to stick with Black women. I used to, but now no, not anymore.
I think we confuse nationalities with race. There's plenty of blacks in Brazil. There's plenty of blacks in the Caribbean. So with Dr. Omar saying, well, you married a white woman, okay, but he did date a black woman. But I just don't understand his logic at times. I'm just confused because I can marry a black woman from Brazil. She's still black. I mean,
But he
she's
agrees with
part
that.
of.
He says that all the
I
time.
agree. I
Though.
agree.
He
Yeah.
agrees with that. He say that all the time.
But
Oh,
I
okay.
don't owe nobody
I mean,
nothing. How y'all? Wait a minute. Y'all
Oh, we
don't.
going.
That's what
Y'all don't.
but he's acting. Oh my
Wait. I'm
Go ahead.
amazed. I'm amazed that y'all even listening to a dude that got 2 baby mamas and didn't
Oh,
marry either one of them.
I don't listen to him.
Hold on, wait. Y'all taking y'all advice from because y'all always want to vet the vessel, but then y'all taking advice from a dude that got 2 baby mamas. He the worst thing for the community.
Thank you. Facts.
But my thing is,
no,
who's taking
no,
advice?
I don't
I
like.
agree. Look, I agree with some things that he says. It's a lot that I don't agree with, but that's something that I do agree with. You dig what I'm saying? When it comes down to
How
being
can
able to,
How can Umar Johnson hold somebody else accountable for dating outside of his race when he don't even do the very thing that he stand for, which is uplifting the people that he said that he advocating for? How
Facts.
you gonna have two baby mamas out of wedlock, but then you holding somebody else accountable for dating
Facts.
outside of their race?
That goes to the point that I was
And
making
it's
earlier about how our community
acting.
really
It's
isn't. Go ahead.
the minute you have like you're black, you owe like some sort of tax to this like trademark entity called like the Community Inc. So like what do I owe? Like if I marry black, in fact, my own family told me you don't marry black. So what would Umar say? Like he'd have a heart attack if he heard my family tell that to me.
but see,
They
that's
told me
also
that to me
different for you, though.
growing
That's
up.
also different for
So
you,
like
aren't you? Where are you originally from? I'm curious, V.
Oh, don't go
I'm
down that
Canadian.
road.
Right? I'm sorry. Where?
Canadian.
Canadian.
I'm from
I'm in
Canada.
Canada. Okay. So I'm not really sure how it works in Canada, but as a Black American, it's different. Like flat out, is different.
No,
I'm
it
gonna keep
ain't.
it
I'm a
real with
black
you.
American, and I
Well,
disagree 100% with what
It
you're
Yeah.
saying.
sounds
all
like
right.
you were
We,
about
So
to say that dating
No,
out your
it
side your
doesn't
race
matter.
makes you
It
liberal.
doesn't matter. We all live in the continent of North America. It's more or less the same. It's just a geographical difference. The only thing
but
is
it's
he's acting like you are black, and so therefore you need to put 20% of your blackness back into the community. But whoever I marry, I'm not going to impact this community like Inc. entity. I'm going to impact the
Mm,
people close to
When
me.
did
So if I I'm black,
mm.
I'm
who
going to
came up with this idea that anybody owes anybody anything, especially according to how it is that whatever it is that you identify as from a nationality or ethnicity or the race or the color perspective?
And
Who
this goes
came
to the
up?
point.
Who
This
came
goes to
up?
the point that I was trying to make, Anton, about how us as a community are already destroyed. We don't
Wait,
have
wait,
support.
wait, wait, wait.
That's
When did
not
we
what he's
become a
talking about.
community that divide ourselves against other people based off of
Because
something that we can't control?
we don't have
This
any control over the culture, and this is what
this
is
is what I'm
destroying us in
saying.
the
This is
first
what I'm
place.
saying. This is all I'm saying. Who made up these rules that we all follow? Is what I'm asking.
The
The
great
black
Jewish man,
the black progressive movement, the
the
left.
great Jewish man.
Who are these people? No, who are these people specifically that set these rules that we all abide by?
It's a dark black
ain't
silhouette.
no blueprint, man. Ain't no
It's a
blueprint.
dark black silhouette. That's what it is.
hey, look,
Let's
y'all
let's
can say
let's
what
let's keep it real. Like I totally disagree because all black people not black. Like it
Die
it
black?
seems like he's mostly going by just the skin tones and all that, but from a cultural standpoint, we all not the same. Like let's be real.
Us
We
So
as a
not the
community
same.
have to. We
I
have
know.
to
I
go
know
into the
somebody
whites.
that
We
will.
have
I
to.
know people that will sit here and tell me that they would prefer that my daughter date a black drug dealer than a white man that actually treat her good.
Cha.
And that's the culture.
No,
I've
for
heard that
real.
too.
That's where we're putting our money
That's
at. That's where the money is.
No,
That's
let's be for real.
Fuck the culture.
Like y'all, you would rather see a chick, a young girl crash out with your own than be successful. I know people that hate Candace Owens, even though she is literally the embodiment of what we would want our woman to act like when it comes to how she holds down and stands by the very values that we champion the most amongst women. But then they'll knock her because of the fact that she married a dude that actually rocks with her that don't look like us.
Right.
That's fine. That's
fact.
That's not like,
She's more of a contributor to the positive aspect of our culture than the very ones that sleep around with and have a bunch of babies and then ask y'all and tell y'all to go and take care of they single little munchkins that's running around and become a step baby daddy. Y'all will literally support and champion that bullshit, but then sit here and tell other people how they supposed to police they dick.
That's fact.
That's not what I do. That's not what I'm about. You know what I'm saying?
How many people have been bullied?
So here's my thing. Hold on, I'm not done. Look, this is what I'm saying. When it comes down to it, I would prefer one of my 3 daughters when it's time for them to get married. They look for a man like their father, that acts like their father, that stands for the things that he stands for, that looks like him as well, that represents that. They don't need to have a drug dealer, none of that other sucker shit. I'm talking about it's real brothers out here that are doing our thing, and that's what I'm putting forth.
It's hard to find those brothers. They're going to find 10 drug dealers before they find that good man.
That's wrong too.
The culture is going to put it in front of them.
That's wrong too. No, he's wrong. It's a lot of really good guys, regardless of they black or they white. I'm not saying that. That's a completely different thing.
Would you rather have your kid marry a wealthy white person or a ghetto black person?
I think it's more than that.
No, ghetto like a drug dealer. That's what I'm saying.
Why would
a drug dealer? They prefer she married a drug dealer.
Guess
what? I just want to
so,
know.
The ignorance behind that is saying like it's not white drug dealers or some shit.
No, it's a hypothetical. No, hold on. Let me referee this. It's a hypothetical. It's a hypothetical situation. Not to say that all black people are drug dealers or anything like that. It's a hypothetical situation in order to mine out the conversation to show you the bias that's laid amongst racial lines. And just answer the question. Hypothetically, would you rather prefer that she deals with a white man that is wealthy and has got it out and did it the right way, or however he got it and it's not illegal, or a black guy that's a drug dealer? Just answer the question. Just purely answer the question, and we can add the context later.
The good white man.
I'm gonna say neither. You feel
no,
don't do that.
Good white man. Stop playing games.
Stop. For the sake of the conversation, you have to. Somebody got a gun to your head. Yeah. You have to pick one.
Why is the negative connotation on the brother? Though?
It don't have nothing to do. Just we gonna mine it out afterwards. I'll tell you why afterwards. But somebody got a gun to your head. You got to pick one. Which one would you go with?
It's not that hard, brother.
Pick one.
It's not that hard,
brother. Hey, we gonna reform that black brother then. Let's go. I know a lot of brothers. I know a lot of brothers.
Come on, you gotta answer the question.
Wait, let's stop. Let's hold on for a minute. So you said that you would prefer that your daughter goes with and you reform the drug dealer versus the good guy, and he happens to be white and he got it the right way and he rich. Cool. So the conversation, I'm gonna add the context and then you can take it from there. The context isn't to say that there's a negative connotation that comes with all black people. I am a person that advocates for men in general. I know that there's a bunch of great men. I know that there's a bunch of great black men. I know that there's a bunch of great white men. But for the sake of the conversation, what it showed you is our bias based off of dividing ourselves over things that we can't control versus the things that we can control as far as our cultural norms and how we go about looking at things and how we're going to do things the right way or wrong way. If you think that you're reforming a drug dealer, you are out of your mind. And the fact that we use two extremes in order to illustrate how we're so biased towards other people, and then we try to say, well, no, we're not really racist, or no, we're not really biased, or no, we're not really this. Yes, we are. We would rather our people crash out with the people that we know than align themselves with somebody that actually that can do well. Now that don't mean that it ain't white drug dealers and nothing like that. That's not what the example was to illustrate. It was to illustrate our mindset and that this is the way we keep ourselves so far below grade or so far in the mud or always in last place, in my opinion, because I think that it's just our cultural norms, it's trash, and our mindset that comes along with aligning ourselves with people that ain't good for us just because they black. Hey, shop at that store just because they black. Man, that motherfucker probably choked out his baby mama last night and killed somebody. But I gotta go shop with that nigga just because he black, just because it's a black-owned business. I gotta spend my dollars with a nigga that I know is crashing the fuck out instead of spending my dollars where it's warranted or where it makes more sense. I gotta put money into this motherfucker's business just because he black. So they could be greater, they can give greater customer service, and they ain't even white. They could be Asian, they could be Mexican, they could be whatever, right? Or it could be a lighter skinned black person that's mistaken for being something else. But I gotta put my money in that motherfucker business just because he black, and we don't know nothing about that dude. That's crazy to me.